Ba, 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 bum. Ba, ba, bum. Hi. Agent Ludger, you've come just in time. May I have a second? Just now, the engineering department has completed an improved version of the issued equipment. I want you to take it. I guarantee its quality and safety. Just think of it as a means of looking out for you from a friend of Julius. Oh, Spiritus Elite. Thanks, you shouldn't have. I will gladly accept, though. Yo, good attack and art boost. Art attack boost. Have a walk around the company. Yeah, okay. Can't believe I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. It really doesn't feel like that. But that is how long I've been streaming according to the timer.
Forgive me for my silly comments back there. How might I help the new vice president?
You could let me murder you. That would help immensely.
Sorry, but I'm afraid that is top secret. L was the true key of Kresnik. Origin's power flows through the key. One only comes along every few generations, and the key is the trump card in the trial. As you can imagine, he or she is always at the center of Kresnik's family feuds. The most recent key was the CEO's wife till she was killed. Not that you have any relation to that one. I mean exactly what I said. Don't tell me you're ignorant of your own family history. Some vice president you are. To make a long story short, the only way to reach Origin is to defeat Kronos. And the only thing that will defeat Kronos is the power of the Void, which is wielded by the Key of Kresnik. Of course, the power needed to beat Kronos would immediately transform the key into a divergence catalyst, and that's the rub. Oh, please. Don't try to act so high and mighty. You had no qualms at all about using the girl's power willy-nilly.
Ludger?
Damn you!
Ah, you must have heard more details from Rideau. He was only supposed to keep you occupied. I'm sorry for tricking you, but please understand. This sacrifice is necessary to make a world purely for humans. Our family's no stranger to sacrifices. We've made many across the years. But know that this will be the final one. When I fulfill Origin's trial, I will wish for all spirits to surrender their will. They will become mankind's loyal tools.
What?
But do not worry. Their first task will be to eliminate all fractured dimensions.
Give me that! Ludger, it's me.
Elle?
I'm gonna fix it all so you don't have to do scary stuff anymore. I'll use my wish to make sure nobody ever has to disappear again. Mr. Bakor says that only I have the power to do that. So don't come after us, okay? I'm fine, really. I know I broke our promise, so I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Elle!
I'm sorry. The GHS you are trying to reach is currently unavailable. Please try again.
Nothing to do now but leave things to the CEO, I suppose. If we go charging in, he'll just use us, just like he's going to use Elle.
Shut up!
Wow, Ludger actually said words! Man, if this game didn't have a silent protagonist. It just really confuses me. Why they went the route they did with Ludger. Oh, Bandai Namco, what were you thinking with this idea of a protagonist?
If you continue to resist, I'll call security.
We're not going anywhere until we hear the rest of the story.
Ludger.
Did you find out anything?
Turning spirits into tools. So that was Bakura's plan all along.
And to think he'd use a little girl like Elle.
Not if we can help it. Let's get to Canaan.
How do we get inside?
We must find Julius. He will know how.
We better hurry.
I believe this is actually a scenario similar to chapter, what was it, 7? Where this choice actually impacts something different. Not majorly, but...
Hold on. The Vice President is not to leave the premises. CEO's orders.
Wait.
Huh?
Mila?
Ludger, you know better than anyone just how fragile this world really is. No one would blame you for turning back and enjoying the life you've made for yourself. You seem determined. And yet, appearances can be deceiving. I'll judge your conviction myself.
Are you two really okay with this?
Jude, please do not interfere.
This moment would be so much cooler if Ludger was an actual character.
Allow me to test your will.
Oh, you get the third battle theme here. That's nice. Third battle theme for Jude and Mila. So basically, if you choose the ... you will fight Jude, and you fight Mila here. And I think you get a bonus scene with the one you chose to fight. So that's a neat little thing. This is a cool moment of like Mila or Jude wanting to like test Ludger's conviction. It's too bad Ludger is like barely a character for it to really matter. Alright, not crossfire, Zero Divide. Must use at a long range. Stop this. Stop this, Mila, please. You don't have to win this fight, do you? I think you do have to win this fight, actually. Oh, I'm confused, Joy.
You're too weak.
Yeah.
Pardon your resolve or you won't move onward. Can't you see Elle needs you?
And they even get, like, unique mystic art lines. Oh, I don't need to win? Or this happens? Alright, I clearly don't remember this fight, other than the fact that it exists in the game. Okay. It's barely a fight, it's just, hey, get the Chromatist and you kill. Just a neat moment. But again, falls flat because Ludger is not really a character in my mind. He's a blank slate. Ludger's a character who needed to talk more. Yeah, he just needed to be an actual character. It baffles me. Like, they have him say stuff in, like, some side quests, and every now and then he'll scream or, like, say shut up, like he just did to Rideau. It baffles me. I really don't. I cannot comprehend why they went the route they did with Ludger, other than the fact that they wanted to try it, and silent protagonists are like a thing of the past. Strange decision I'll never get behind.
It appears that you are still fully capable of using your Chromatist.
That can only mean that L is calling out to you.
Please forgive me for playing rough with you.
Yeah, this bonus scene is slightly different depending on who you fight.
I needed to be certain of your resolve. The trial waiting at Canaan will be far more difficult than we can imagine. If you come with us, then it's entirely possible that you may lose everything that you've worked for.
Ah, what do I have to lose? Silent protagonists can work if they were mute. I disagree. I play JRPGs with silent protagonists. Wild Arms 1, silent protagonist. Breath of Fire 3, silent protagonist. Chrono Trigger, silent protagonist. I play games with silent protagonists. I always prefer an actual character rather than a silent protagonist. Ys 8 and 9, silent protagonist. So, no, I disagree with that sentiment. Being on mute would be the same exact issue. The character not talking at all would not be any different. 10 times out of 10, I'll say it straight up. 10 times out of 10, I want a character that, has a personality and isn't a silent protagonist. Now, it's not to say that some games don't do well with silent protagonists, because I think a good example is, Wild Arms 1. I feel like Wild Arms 1 does a decent job with Rudy, because Rudy is a silent protagonist and he doesn't talk at all. It tries to make you connect with Rudy a little bit, but 9 times out of 10, I would want a normal character rather than a silent protagonist. I just think it's better when I am following a character who I can, relate to more rather than a self-insert and, go through their struggles, go through their journey, and, I just think it's better when the characters aren't silent. So being on mute is the same issue as Ludger. It's the same exact thing. That means nothing.
Then trust me when I say I will do everything to help you protect it. Just the same as Jude and our friends once did for me a year ago.
Good, it's settled. Let's go.
Had to have the last word, huh?
Not a step further, Vice President Kresnik.
I know it sounds cliché and all, but orders are orders.
Move, Ivor. I don't have time for your games.
I'm afraid I cannot do that, Lady Mila.
I never realized bossy girls were such a turn-on. So cold, so ruthless, so...
What a creep.
Get wrecked.
Need assistance? Hope you don't mind.
Well, well, well. The royal pain has come to hold court. But my head will roll if I don't stop Ludger from leaving. And I happen to like my head.
Who doesn't like their head?
Cronies can stop us.
What a weird line of dialogue from Riddell.
They dispelled my arts.
How is that possible?
It's the Lance of Kresnik. A portable version, sure, but as you can see, it gets the job done. This will be fun. I wonder if Lord Maxwell will moan as I suck the mana out of her.
Don't speak to her like that!
And how dare you speak to your boss like that? You'd risk your life to save this sniveling coward? You really are a benevolent deity.
He's still my handmaid. I don't recall ever dismissing him from the position.
Lady Mila.
Such a stubborn and proud spirit, but not for much longer.
Any ideas, Ludger?
You'll be tested here in the underground training area. These caverns stretch all the way to Triglav city limits. You could head straight out of town from here.
Weird time to have that flashback.
Get to that elevator.
That's easier said than done.
We'll need bait.
You can show everyone else the way.
Oh, this is basically who I want to have. I want Mila.
Leave it to me.
Don't die.
Not here, I won't.
It's clearly a diversion.
Yeah, you need new lackeys, Riddell.
Look out!
No sick dodge.
Go on ahead.
Yeah, so you could choose Jude or Mila for this part of the game. Or chapter. Guys in Musée are guaranteed.
Jude can handle
Anyway.
himself. We need to stay focused on the escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, Asperius showing more of their true colors. I want to clear this up though. For people thinking like, oh yeah, you don't like silent protagonists just because you're a modern gamer. Not true at all, because I play a lot of, the PS1 era is my favorite era of gaming. So like, I played older games, PS1 games especially, with silent protagonist. Wild Arms 1, big example. Also, Breath of Fire has a silent protagonist, Breath of Fire 3 specifically. Also 4. So it's not necessarily that like I grew up with modern gaming. I just always would rather have a character who talks and does and has like a personality instead of a self-insert. I know why they do silent protagonist, I know what angle they go for, but I just never really prefer it, to be honest. Dragon Quest 11 silent protagonist, Ys 8 and 9 also have silent protagonists. All the Ys games I think have silent protagonists. But so, you know, to see Tales of go this route, I'm like, alright, I'm glad they did it and never did it again. Because I think they realized it was a terrible idea. Anyway, the power to cross time, wild.
So, you are able to manifest your chromatus again.
That's El's power, isn't it?
Yeah.
I see. So this is the key of Kresnik. The power of the void that El commands. The power of origin. Can transcend time and space to reach you.
That's the kind of power we need to resist Kronos. But Ludger, if you use your chromatus, won't it hasten El's transformation into a catalyst? So you're resisting for El's sake, although that will make for some difficult battles.
I appreciate what you are prepared to do, but allow me to share with you a story. There was once a weapon in Riza Maxia known as the Lance of Kresnik. It served as both a lance to destroy the balance of the world, and a key to open the door to a new one.
And the chromatus is like that too?
Indeed. Ludger's power may be the lance that takes El's life, or the key to saving it. It depends entirely on the intentions of the user.